Every shift creates new work, and AI, no exception. Some of the most valuable roles of the next decade, they are not even on the job boards yet, but they are real. They are emerging and they're growing fast. If you are thinking 5 to 10 years ahead, this episode is for you. Let's break down the roles at the edge of AI. Let's start with RAG. Retrieval Augmented Generation, aka RAG, is how Gen AI learns from your own data. It's what makes enterprise AI usable and trustworthy. But RAG isn't a future, it's a pipeline problem. You need to ask what data goes in, how is it chunked, how are embeddings refreshed, what happens when the source data changes. RAG is the new ETL and it's way harder to get it right. If you want to master this, focus on vector DBs, Pinecone, Waviate, FAS, embedded tuning and context optimization, data governance and refresh strategies. If Gen AI is going to work at scale, someone has to make the data pipeline trustworthy. That someone could be you. Next is Agent Orchestration Engineer. Single agent tools are so today. Multi-agent ecosystems, that's what's coming. As AI agents multiply, someone has to choreograph them. Which agent owns which task? How do they share memory or context? What happens when one fails? How do you audit what just happened? This isn't prompt engineering, it's systems designed for autonomous behavior. So, what should you focus on? Frameworks like LangGraph, TrueAI, Autogen coordination logic, and memory share. Testing agent behavior and building fallback paths. You're not building agents, you're directing the whole fleet. Next up, simulation. Let's call this role simulation plus digital twin designer. Before you launch AI into the world, you need to simulate. This role is booming in manufacturing. Think digital twins, healthcare, treatment simulations, AI safety, sandbox testing. Simulation is how you train AI on edge cases before they happen. To get into this role, focus on reinforcement learning environments. GIM, ISAC, habitat, behavioral analysis, scenario modeling, synthetic input generation. Measurement of risk, variability, and performance. This is for those who love systems thinking. It sits at the intersection of ML, design, and operational R&D. Let's move on to AI ethicist or risk manager. AI ethics isn't a theory anymore. It's regulation, it's compliance, it's risk. With rules like EU AI Act and SEC AI disclosures, every org needs to govern how models gets updated, audit for fairness and explainability, mitigate legal and reputational risk. AI governance is the new cybersecurity. If you got a policy fluency and tech literacy, if you can bridge values and code, this role is calling it. You will bring cross-functional collaboration, risk mapping and scenario planning, a voice in what's responsible AI. The last role is context plus knowledge engineer. AI is only as smart as the context you feed it, and someone has to manage that. This is where this role comes in. You will own chunking strategies, retrieval logic, version control over source knowledge, because model weights are static, but context, they are dynamic. That's where the value lies. This is part librarian, part product manager, part infrastructure architect, and it's becoming core to Gen AI teams. So, what do these roles have in common? They blend product thinking, systems architecture, and human intuition. They focus on quality orchestration and contextual integrity. They show up wherever AI causes new friction. These aren't job titles yet, but problems are real. And where there are problems, there will be work. And here's the proof. AI salaries are exploding 100 to 200K plus. Roles like robotic software engineer grew 50% in 2 years. C-level roles like chief AI officers are now real. And even finance and healthcare are hiring full AI teams. This future isn't just coming, it's already writing job descriptions. These are the jobs without titles, the roles at the edge. The careers are being invented in real time. If you step into unknown, learn fast and lead from the front. You will thrive. And in the final episode, we get tactical. Your AI career playbook: survive, adapt, and lead. The roles are shifting, the tools are evolving. But the real question is, how do you stay relevant through it all? In this final episode, we will break down a clear, actionable path for navigating the AI era. No matter where you are in your career, it's not about titles, it's about your mindset. Let's walk through the playbook: survive, adapt, and lead. Survive. Automate your lowest value work. Start by freeing up your time. Look at the lowest value task in your week. Give them to AI. If it's boring and repetitive, delegate to AI right now. If I were to share a few examples: drafting boilerplate emails and reports, writing first pass specs or summaries, pulling data, and formatting dashboards. What to do? Use GPT for first drafts. Set up automations in Notion, Zapier, or Make. Create micro assistants for recurring work: email, sorters, FAQ, bots, and internal research. Survival isn't about control, it's about capacity. Buy back your time. Second, adapt. Level up in the direction your role is moving. Once you reclaim your time, reinvest it. Where your role is headed depends on your function. If you're a PM, trust LLM quality agent coordination, data retrieval systems, tuning, prompt evaluation, infra, inference cost, optimization, scaling, orchestration, UX, legibility, error recovery, transparent skills. If your job touches AI, learn how AI actually works. What to do? Build a side project using LLMs or embeddings. Join internal AI projects, even in a support capacity. Take short sprints to skill up. Vector DBs, LangChain, prompt engineering, RAG. The fastest learners in this wave are becoming the most valuable people in the room. Third, lead. Build systems, set standards, and drive strategy. You survived the shift. You've adapted to the new tools. Now you lead. AI leadership isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about giving your team clarity in the chaos. AI leadership is about turning complexity into action at scale. What AI leadership looks like right now: build reusable frameworks, agent flows, quality checklists, data design patterns. Create onboarding guides, internal training, or AI council. Share playbooks with your organization or with industry. Partner with cross-functional teams to de-risk and accelerate adoption. Guide ethics and usage: what to automate, what not to, how to measure impacts. You don't need to be an expert in everything. You just need to make others better. This movement isn't about fear, it's about focus. The question isn't, will AI take my job? It's, where are the new problems showing up and how can I help solve them? Every one of these problems is an opportunity. Every shift in work creates space for new builders. Survive, adapt, and lead. You are not behind. You do have to move. Thanks for following this journey. Let's build the next chapter together.